Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with a noon video. And today is episode 2 of a new series we're doing called What's It Worth? This is where I'll look up a Star Wars Kenner vintage era figure to see what is going for today and kind of give you a ballpark. Now, all these are, of course, ballpark numbers. And if your luck's like mine, it's going to sell for a lot less than the normal market value. And just to let you know, there's a lot of variations when it comes to Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. You got the white hair and you got the gray hair. And being that he was released on the original 12-back, you have a lot of different cards. You have 12-back, 12-back A. Then you got all the updated cards throughout the Star Wars line. Now we are going to look at each logo. Star Wars Empire, Return of the Jedi, Power of the Force, and Tri-Logo. But I'm staying away from gray hair, white hair. I mean, we'll be here all day if we broke it down. Now, there was one variation that is so different and unique and rare that we have to point out and talk about, and that's the rare double telescoping lightsaber. Now, if you don't know about these figures, Luke, Vader, and Obi-Wan came with a lightsaber, and you pulled the tip. The tip came out even more than the regular figures. They're extremely rare. Luke is the easiest to find, but still very hard to find. Obi-Wan and Vader are extremely rare. So let's look at the double tip lightsaber Obi-Wan Kenobi. Loose, you should be able to pick up this figure in good condition between $4,000 to $5,000. Again, if you can find it. They do pop up on the secondary market every few months, but they're still not easy to find. But what about the double telescoping saber on card? Now that one's almost impossible to find. Most likely you're not going to run across this on eBay unless someone posts it and don't know what they have, which is extremely unlikely. Most of these out there are probably already in collectors' hands. They know what they have, and if they're looking to sell it, they're going to an auction house. And what is the price range of that? Well, they don't come to sell that often, and most of the prices they have sold has been a few years back. So looking at those past auctions, I say it's about $60,000 to $80,000 on a nice card. Of course, like any of these numbers, the worse the card looks, the lower the number's going to be. What about the original Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he's loose? Well, that's probably one of the cheapest ones you can get, between $75 to $100. Of course, this is one of the original 12, but it was released from 1978 all the way up to 1985. So it's surprising these first 12 go for that much, but it's a key character, so you can kind of understand. Now, Kenner also released a set of 12-inch figures known as large-size action figures. Loose and Obi-Wan Kenobi complete can run you about $120 to $200. But what about 12-inch Obi-Wan Kenobi in a box? Well, that's going to cost you more than the loose for sure. You're looking to spend about $900 to $1,000 for a good box 12-inch Obi-Wan Kenobi. But let's get back to the Kenner figure and let's look at the original 12-back card. Again, there's different variations of the card, a 12-back A, a 12-back B. This is just a 12-back A, and it would run you on card around $2,000 to $5,000. And these prices are going up, being that these 12-back cards are so rare, and again, like the double-tip saber, most of them are in collectors' hands by this time. Then in 1980, we got Obi-Wan Kenobi on the Empire Strikes Back card, and that's a lot cheaper than trying to buy a 12-back card. That would run you somewhere between $400 and $500. And again, we're not looking at the variations of hair color. Obi popped up again in 1983 on Return of the Jedi card, and there was 2 different cards. They updated the photo on the card, so you can find 2 Obi-Wan Kenobis with 2 different photos. On the original photo, you're looking to spend about $250 to $400. On the second card, it's about the same, $250 to $400. Again, condition does matter. In 1985, Obi-Wan Kenobi appeared on the Power of the Force card. As you know, anything with Power of the Force logo on it was very limited and hard to find now. You're looking to spend about $800 to $2,500 for this figure. And what about Obi-Wan on the Tri-Logo card? Which, oddly enough, they didn't pack the lightsaber in his hand. Maybe they're just lazy at the factory over at Tri-Logo. I'm not really sure. And although this figure is really not worth a lot compared to the other ones on the list, but it was very hard for me to track down a going price because I didn't see many of them out there that had sold or even being up for sale. But my estimate is about $150 to $200. Now, just for the fun of it, because it's kind of a short video, let's go to 1995. I guess some of you call that vintage now. Hasbro returned Star Wars to the toy store, and along with it, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You can pick up that 1995 Obi-Wan Kenobi figure loose for around $2 to $5. Well, what about him on the card, on the orange card? Well, get your wallets out, because that's going to break you. That's about $3 to $8. Whew, spending that kind of money, you might have to go get a loan from the bank. Anyway, that's a look at the Kenner Obi-Wan Kenobi and what it's worth today. So if you're at a toy show and someone's trying to sell you an Obi-Wan Kenobi loose, missing his lightsaber for about $6,000, you can say, hey dude, you're trying to rip me off. Well, I want to thank you for watching. Let me know you like this series. I got a great response from the What is Anakin Worth, and hopefully you guys like this series, and I'll come back maybe about once a month and do another one. And let me know in the comments maybe what figure you want me to see what's worth today, or maybe a playset. I want to thank you for watching. Thumb up so you like my content. Subscribe to the channel. We'll talk again soon.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.